Hello, dear Gemini. I hope you're doing better. I was touched by your comments and your presence on my channel in September. I had a huge number of Gemini coming to check my reading, and I loved the fact that I could give them a bit of hope and some words that warmed their hearts, because most Gemini have been through a very tough period in the previous months. And as we need love, kindness, and support. So I appreciate the support that you have offered me by being here, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I do hope that the cards for October will come with some good news. To those who have written comments in September, because I do read them all, and if there are questions, I'm replying to them. My request to you is, let me know how you are in October. In the comments to this video, I want to know, how is it going? Yeah? You started to tell me about what you're going through, and I would like to keep up with the news. Okay, without further delay, what do we have in store for Gemini for October? What do we have in store for Gemini for October? That would be nice if that would be true. Gemini for October. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini for October? What can they expect? News. Good. We want to hear that. A calling. You get a call to action. Somebody's calling you. And there's the cat. And you love that. Cat is a very good spirit in the cards, not only. As you know, I have a cat. And my good friend, who's also a Gemini, she has 2 cats. What am I doing with these cards? Wow. I have some weird cards popping out, so I'm going to leave them aside and then we'll see. Gemini okay, I'm actually making a reading on the side, which you can't see, but if it makes sense, I'll bring it to the table. October. Oh my goodness. Your cards only come in pairs. Well, no surprise. Almost like your sign. Okay. Gemini, October. Gemini. There are many of you, and it seems like we have different developments to your stories. Oh boy, okay, I have to put this on the table. I'll show you the others. So, you were in a similar place in July, August, and September, but now your storylines seem to diverge. Okay, let's see what we have. We have for some Gemini, we have some competition, and they will need to fight for what they want, whether it is peace of mind, or it is being recognized, or justice. Gemini always fight for justice. Then they don't, well, on this, or some people fight for love. Interesting, the cards started to clarify what I'm saying. Many cards for you, Gemini. Okay, some people might be fighting against some deceitful energy. Some of you. Okay. That's so okay. You get some news. That's good. You've been waiting for news. And this card also reared its head. Dear Gemini, because you have honored me with your presence and you are in such a large number, I think it's impossible that this reading is for everyone, and that's why I'm actually doing a very extensive reading to try to catch the stories of most of you. So if it's not for you or about you, part of the story, let's look at the other side. What I'm trying to say, but just give me a second. I'm having a minor issue here. Apologize for the interruption. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that I have loads of cards that probably mean different storylines, yeah? Some of you are going through some conflicts. Loads of conflict card here, 4 cards basically. And some of you are dealing with a very weird combination. I have to put them on the table. I don't like those cards, but I have to. And the message is completed here with other scary cards, and I don't want to scare any of you. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement. For some of you, this is a love reading, yes? You have the Lovers and you have the Two of Cups. Some of you are ending something with the person here, but you're somehow this is related to money or to wealth. You get a new beginning financially, but an ending emotionally. How does this resonate with you? Please let me know in the comments box. It is possible that some of you get a divorce and you get the lion's share, so to speak, from the assets, but you also get a broken heart over the divorce itself, over the fact that you have to end that relationship. Or you might have to end something in order to secure a better future for yourself. You might be leaving, it's not leaving, because I don't see a card of leaving actually. I see a card of this Three of Swords is being stabbed in the heart. It's basically, could be an acute pain over something related to money. But here we have news about an ending. I truly hope that you're not in a situation where you were promised this pentacle, this new beginning, and you didn't get to have it. But if you are in this situation, let's say you hoped in this new beginning, it was promised, and then the contract was dropped in the last minute, which left you heartbroken and in pain, then trust me, it wasn't good for you. It wasn't meant for you, that contract. But obviously, you want something new. Something new comes here with the Ace of Swords. You have two aces, yes? For the collective Gemini, you have two aces, an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Pentacles. So, you are starting something new, something intellectual, something that you can make money out of, perhaps from thinking, talking, or any other intellectual pursuit. You might be an analyst, for instance. You might be a trainer. You might be a salesperson. It's a new beginning that has something to do with the way you express yourself and the way you use communication. You could also be a lawyer or something related to words. Okay, let's come here. Some of you definitely have to defend yourselves. Being stabbed in the back or having an open conflict with people, standing up for yourself, holding your position, maintaining your position. It's quite a tight one. You see, very interesting. Very, very interesting. The way these cards came is like, this is you, and diagonally you have the people or the situation attacking you. It's almost like a cross here. It will be a tight game. And I can't say, these four cards don't say who's going to win. But they say you are strong enough, you are powerful enough to hold your own. You are certainly not coming out defeated. Why? There is no Ten of Swords here. To show defeat. Very interesting, this Seven of Swords. You see, very, very interesting. Let me show you this. You have to see this. I'm not sure I know how to interpret it better than you, but look at this. You have Five of Wands fighting against the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands fighting against the Seven of Swords. Okay, I can even put them like this. Very, very interesting. So the players are, let me put this aside because this is you showing great strength and abilities, and it comes nicely with the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. So, bear with me. Very, very interesting. Bear with me. Let me try to make some room on the table for these cards. Let's focus on this storyline, which comes like this. You are fighting with or against someone representing your match, as in you met your match. You've got 5 of Wands opposing 5 of Swords, or however you take it, 5 of Swords opposing 5 of Wands, and you have 7 of Wands opposing 7 of Swords, or the other way around, 7 of Swords opposing 7 of Wands. It's unbelievable. I've never seen this in a reading. Never. All 4 indicate conflict, and this can very well be internal conflict. If it's internal conflict, then let me tell you this. This is your lower side. The 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, they speak about gossip. They speak about being dishonest, talking behind one's back, using dishonest means to get your goals. So this could be a way in which you think of proceeding, moving forward. Maybe you've had enough of waiting for things to change, and some of you might think of taking the situation in their own hands by using less moral means and methods. Some of you, probably not many of you, but some of you, I had to say these 2 cards can be interpreted this way. If this is an inner conflict, yeah, for those of you which are not in any conflict with the outside world, yes, this could be an inner predisposition or thought that comes to your mind. Maybe I'd better go and steal something, or sell drugs, or something like it. I don't have to tell you that if you do, the following cards would be the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, and you wouldn't like them. The 10 of Swords, I hope you remember, is a person pinned down to the ground by 10 swords. You don't want to go there. Or at least that's my advice not to. So if you want to embrace this attitude that's you know, like an easy but immoral path, my advice is don't, but obviously it's your choice, your life, and your karma. The 5 of Wands, we are still talking about the person who has an inner conflict, yeah? The 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, they indicate, the 5 of Wands indicates disagreements, but they are open disagreements. And they are, I would say, the type of disagreements which a smart manager could solve. Like if you would lead a group of people, 5 people let's say, and each one of them would have their own opinion because they are strong personality, a smart manager can bring them all to a common conclusion and understanding. Yeah, this can be solved. This is, things are out in the open. You prefer this kind of conflict and this kind of battle. And it's quite so basically, let me put it this way. If you are in a position of inner conflict, you don't know what to do, you might have 2 choices and 2 choices of acting. Stay with your conflict until it gets solved internally before taking any action. So don't run away from the conflict. Yeah, the Seven of Wands is you showing mastery in a conflict, in a fight, showing your skills. So basically, accept to go through the pain of an open conflict. And if you do, then you progress to, it's a whole story here, Gemini. You progress to the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So basically you jump one step here from a 7 to a 9, and here one step from a 9 to a Knight. 2 steps here. So you basically skip 2 steps, which is great. So you'll be rewarded. And again, my recommendation is, okay, let me put this Emperor aside for a moment. Maybe I should place them like this so you can see. These are like steps, like ladder steps, yes? The Emperor, I normally associate it with the Wands suit, yes? So, if you accept to take the less traveled, the less comfortable road of actually putting yourself out there and being vulnerable and fighting a decent fight and an honest fight and out in the open with whatever it is that's attacking you, if you accept to fight as an equal, if you don't try to do things in a hidden, twisted, manipulative manner, if you accept to stand there against these forces, you will get here where you win the fight with the Nine of Wands, because see, the opponents disappeared in the Nine of Wands. It's just her with the Sun at her back. So she secured her position. And then you don't have to go through the Ten of Wands. You step straight to the Nine of Wands, which is a reward for you. So you are recognized here for fighting, for being, what's the word for it? For your sportive attitude. And then you get recognition here with the Knight of Wands. People see you for who you are. People admit that you are a knight. They kind of give you this, they kind of dress you in this armor. If you've seen Game of Thrones, do you remember when Brienne was made a knight? In the 6th season, she proved herself in battle. She proved her loyalty to the principles. And then, in the end, although she wasn't normally allowed to be a knight, as a woman, she was made a knight for her merits and for her quality, her inner quality. She proved to be as good as any knight. And then this is the Emperor, which is the most stable position that one can have in life. He's got it all sorted. He has his throne, he has his family, he has wealth, and the kingdom is at peace. The Emperor is the highest king of all because his kingdom is at peace, as in all the energies and the forces are collaborating with each other. Financially, he's well. Emotionally, people are at peace and happy and pleased with whatever is going on in the kingdom. From an action perspective, the works are getting done on time, and it's all supervised with a keen eye and mind, which makes sure that things are in order. This is a perfect harmony between all the forces and the elements, and that's your advice. Your advice is stay on the right path. And if you accept to fight the fair battle and be vulnerable and not use any sort of incorrect means or any sort of manipulation, but really put yourself out there and give it all you have, you will win the battle, you will win the fight, and you will be crowned and recognized. And as a consequence, look at this. You again have a progression from a 9 of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles. So financially, you will be rewarded as well. Here, some of you who aren't in any sort of conflict and who don't get to choose, who don't have to choose, but here, I think many of you will have to choose here. So for some of you, this Page of Pentacles speaks about this whole story about which way should I go, which of my personalities should I follow, yeah? With the Two of Pentacles, which means choosing or juggling between the two. For some of you, the Two of Pentacles means something else, and we'll talk about it. We have here, the Two of Pentacles, to me, it's a page. So in my opinion, you have two pages here. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Again, two different elements, very interesting. Your story, yes, back to. So some of you who don't have anything to do with this story, you are already well off, you've been awarded a contract or a new job, and you're on your way to getting your dream job or landing your dream contract and building your dream house, some of you. I hope many of you, but I'm not sure. In any case, if you find yourself staying here in your beauty and being awarded with comfort and everything that you could possibly want, then make sure you share it with others here in the Ten of Pentacles, because true happiness only comes from sharing what you have with others. And then for this storyline, you have the Two of Cups to reinforce the message. The message being, if you want to get to this Ten of Pentacles, to this happy, stable home family life, you gotta share love. You can't just keep these coins to yourself. Yes, it's lovely, but you gotta go out there and share your gifts with other people. Lovers here, Two of Cups here. I'll rearrange. Gemini, this is the longest reading. I hope my battery will last. Okay. But you deserve it. You deserve it, my friends. And thank you again for liking my videos and commenting to my videos and writing to me. Truly appreciate it, Gemini. Truly appreciate it. Okay, let me put this guy here because he's coming with the news. You have here two cards talking about love. Love and lovers. And you have here two cards talking about a choice and a decision. The Lovers and the Two of Pentacles, in a normal classic interpretation, they talk about choices. However, so again, 2, 2, 2. What is this about? I guess you know better than me. So if you have some sort of choice between two lovers, please don't be ashamed. Write in the comments, because I'm really curious. You have this message 3 times. Actually, I'm sorry that I can't stop the video now because I do have somewhere written an interpretation of what it means when you have 2, 3 times. Sorry for my ignorance, dear Gemini. I'll promise I will prepare myself better. On this one I need to understand, but until then you tell me, because you will immediately recognize this when you see it. For those of you that are in this situation, either you come together with your lover, which is brilliant, and I hope it's coming true for all of you, or you have to choose between 2 lovers, 2 love stories, and one of them is definitely prevailing, because here this looks like a goodbye to me, almost like, yeah, to me the lover's card in this deck looks like a goodbye kiss. But this one looks like a brilliant new beginning in which you will get your happy home and happy family card. So if you have a choice between, choose carefully, because one of them is already gone. There might still be feelings there between you and another person. But look at the colors. The colors aren't bright at all. And there's an angel here, was like already in the sky. I don't want to give you the whole story that goes through my mind right now. But this is talking about the past love. And the past needs to remain in the past, because this one is super brilliant. It's bright as sunshine. And you need to follow this calling. It won't lead you astray. Follow what you love. It will not lead you astray. I remember seeing this quote and it really resonated with me. Now here with the Tower card, some of you will be up for a surprise. Now some of you might get through a divorce from one person in order to choose this new love and abundance, this new abundant love. Might be a storyline for some of you. Divorce, separation, breakup with the Tower, 2 people falling on the side. This one, which I said it's old, is gone, it's goodbye. I told you I don't want to mention all the potential meanings of this. We'll stay with that. That's a scenario for some of you, yeah? For others of you, and let's go through the 4th storyline. I'm going to move around the table. What is this? The 4th storyline or the 3rd storyline? For some of you, you get finally some unexpected, brackets, long expected news. Yes, finally a change. Finally, you've been waiting for it, but someone will be disturbed by it. But these might be people who need to come out of your life. Yeah, people who might have to come out of your life with your new beginning here. New career, new endeavor, new project, new pastures, new pastures. Dear Gemini, new pastures here, it's a different loan. Different loan, not as in loaning money. Sorry, not as in money loan. No, it's not like that. Although some of you might need it to put your business back on track. If you do, then it will get signed, you get the money. A loan as in a place, a new place where you can, basically where abundance grows. So this pentacle grows from the land. Some of you might have something to do with horticulture, agriculture, you know, flowers, animals, plants, everything like it, you know. But you will be like a project manager or the person who organizes or the person who is like coordinating others. New pastures. Why am I saying this? I have no idea. When they come, I just have to say what comes to my mind. That's you let me know again. The call to action from this page of one. So basically, this is a phone call that you did not expect. You do not expect this phone call. Please don't forget to return to this reading in the middle of the month and comment and tell me what's going on. What's this news, this phone call? Somebody's calling you somewhere, which changes basically the way you're making money. And now we remain with these two. The hideous cards together. None of them is hideous in itself, not even the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords says that story was meant to end. It wasn't for you. It hurts. It probably does. It probably does, but it was blocking your happiness. Or something was blocking your happiness. You have beautiful cards around here with the Love and the Ten of Pentacles, which is the card of ultimate welfare, well-being. And the Nine of Pentacles, which says that you deserve it. You have the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This Gemini, it's very interesting. It could only happen to you probably because you're a Gemini and you know your symbol, yes? To the twins. So look at this. Look at these twins. The Warrior and the, how should I call this one? The Nine of Pentacles. What's the best way? Wealthy woman? The princess? Probably. The warrior and the princess. Both energies come here for you to show that you are both a skilled warrior and a very elegant, practical, beautiful person. So you can wear trousers when you have to, but you very well know how to wear a dress and high heels and show up in your splendor. So you're embodying both these energies. You're doing a great job. And they are connected. Fight to get to this situation where you can afford that gorgeous dress and those high heels and come to the party hand in hand with your lover. Dear Gemini, loads of developments. In October, face it, as in really face it. Show up, take the challenge. You have very good perspectives here. Man up, so to speak, if you have to, man up. I'll see you in November. In the meantime, please continue to write to me, comment, like, subscribe, and tell others. Thank you so much, Gemini. God bless you. May you be blessed with the best thoughts, ideas, and spiritual insights in October. to face whatever is coming towards you. And come out on top. Bye, my dears. Bye-bye.